Alrighty, it says we're live, so we're live, I guess. This is the Ramsey Show Aftershow show, and it is episode number 46. Every time I click on something, my chat goes away, though. Okay. All right, we're just waiting a few minutes for people to get over here from the Ramsey Show chat. What did I want to type in? Email address. Sid the Kid is here. A little bit longer than we thought, but still borrowed time. Cindy is here. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming by. What else did I want to do? Oh, yeah. Twitter/Instagram. And donations. Exciting, listening to me type, I'm sure. And I'm in the ground. All righty, couple more seconds. Water today in the Diet Coke bottle for the keeping score at home. I'm going to put some WD-40 on the chair. All right, that's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. A little water went down the wrong pipe. All righty. Guys, you aren't going to believe this. First of all, this is way too much of the room to be showing. I need to figure out something where it gets closer. You figure out how to zoom that camera or get it closer. Anyway, but you guys aren't going to believe this. It's Friday, getting down on Friday. Gotta make my mind up for what seat can I take. Partying, yeah. Partying, yeah. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show where we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat and the people in it and all things financial and anything else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I am a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and joining me today as moderator is Sid the Kid. You can schedule a free coaching consultation assessment by emailing your contact info to coachstevemoney@gmail.com as pinned at the top of the chat. You can also reach me on Instagram and Twitter at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. Again, didn't put anything on either of them today. Yes, need to get better at that. If you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, you can donate to the URL paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Let's see. Sid got me on a phrasing, it sounds like. Tina Scher, the Queen of Sheba, is live from her living room. Waiting for steaks on the grill. So yummy. What up? I'm in my head about it. It's Hane, right? Hane. Yep. Add me on the Grom. That's right. Way too many Ohio calls today. Well, we got some problems here. So, we tend to call Dave quite a bit here. Blackstone Rookie checking in. Check out his channel. He cooks stuff on his Blackstone. How's it going, Matty Bags? Today's Ramsey Show hosts were Ken Coleman and Anthony O'Neill. And our very own Kelly G was on the debt-free stage earlier this week with her husband doing their debt-free stream. She will be on a future after show to talk all about it. Hopefully video, but if not video, it'll be, what's that called? Audio. She'll call. Just like Sid has been on, and I held the phone up to the microphone, and it sounded pretty good. Sounded decently. Ellie's all about her Texas. Sorry about that. The Queen of Sheba is declaring it no Ohio Friday. Well, it's Ohio Friday for me. It's Ohio Day for me every day. If you have any questions or anything you want to comment on or talk about, go ahead and put those in the chat. I will get to them. I do have quite a few things to talk about today, which I'm sure I will burn through in like 5 seconds. So we'll see how it goes. Market report. Everything was down today due to fears of Everything was down today due to fears of rate hikes in 2022, despite the Fed indicating the earliest would be 2023. The traders don't believe the Fed, I guess. The NASDAQ was just under, that's tech stocks, was just under 1% down. The S&P and the Dow at negative 1.31% and negative 1.58%, respectively. One of those. And the hardest hit today was the small cap sector. The Russell index was down 2.17%. It was a buy day for me. And guess what? Since it's down, it's on sale. If you didn't know, when you place a buy order for a mutual fund during the day, it doesn't get processed until after market close. So you get whatever the market close price is. So if like it was up when I bought it and then it went down, I get the cheaper price. And that's the way to think about it. If it's down when you're buying, you need to consider it on sale. Has anyone received tax returns? No, I paid mine. I waited until the last minute, like always, since I owe just a little bit. My city worked out exactly right at zero, and I owe a little bit on state, and I owe around $3,000 in federal. I never got my taxes changed after the divorce, and I don't claim my son anymore, so that's probably the difference. Yeah, tax refunds is probably what she means. Yeah, I would assume. Tina Scher said her hubby set up his Roth 401k today. And I don't care who works or doesn't work at Ramsey Solutions anymore. Roth still means tinglies, and it always will, and it always should, because it's tax-free growth. So you definitely want to do Roth, if at all possible, in any manner you can. Yeah, so yeah, you need to consider it when it's down like it is today. You need to just consider it's on sale. You don't if you buy on schedule. So if you were scheduled to buy today, you don't try to time it when it's down either, though. You just buy it on schedule. And today was my scheduled day. And you only lose money if you cash out when it's down. Today it was down and it was on sale, just like it was for me when it crashed during the pandy. The market lost 33%. That's a third of the market, whoosh, gone. but it was at that price to buy. And so bought the mutual funds, continued to buy the mutual funds the whole time. Even though there was a pandy, though, guess what? Amazon was worth the same. Microsoft, Apple, all those companies worth the same. Just because people are scared about the pandemic, that doesn't mean they're going to stop using those companies. And the tech stuff is especially was one of the most used things during the pandy. So, I don't know their books. I don't know their earnings, but I would assume they probably did better than they would normally do in that time because of the pandy. Caused people to stay home and use more electronics. So yeah, you only lose money if you cash out when it's down. Like Dave says, you only get hurt, stay on the roller coaster, you only get hurt if you jump off. So stay on it, and also make sure you keep that bar down. You don't want to, I'm going to check this bar to see if it's loose. Don't do that. No need to do that. Just keep it down. Let's see what we got in the old chat. Anything I need to address? So, Ellie, what is the problem? You have not gotten yours yet? Is that what the problem is? Sid had problems with self-online filing 3 years in a row. So they use an ELP now, and that would be an endorsed local provider. And that would be a professional that Ramsey Solutions recommends and that they have vetted. All righty. Supposed to get a lot back, Ellie? If so, I can imagine you were waiting for that. Let's see. In the chat today, we had a chatter asking about collections. She had gotten an ex-boyfriend a card on her Discover account and forgot about it. She thought he would pay the payments, and then it got sent to collections. Do not get someone you are not married to anything with access to any of your accounts. Do not do that. Do not do that at all. That chatter was outside the U.S., but it applies to every country. Do not do that. Do not let anybody use your account, have a card on your account, have access to your account. Do not do that. I mean, if you want to buy them something with one of your accounts, that's up to you. Don't have a Discover account, first of all. But this was before she heard of Dave Ramsey, I believe. So, I mean, but even if it's your checking account, nobody needs that except you. If you get married, then you can combine accounts, and then you have one checking account. Unless you're like some people and they have multiple, like to separate out the, what's that thing called? It's baby step 1 and 3, the emergency fund. Almost forgot emergency fund for a second. So some people do that, or they put sinking funds in like a different account just so they don't accidentally spend it or something like that. So do not learn from that mistake. Do not get anybody any access to any of your accounts ever for any reason. Now, granted, you may have to, if you're going overseas or something, you may want to temporarily let a parent or someone, if you're young, and you don't have anybody else to take care of your stuff. If you're doing something like that, maybe you need to get them temporary access to it, but that would be about it. And even then, if they run up charges on your account, you're still liable. So it doesn't matter the reasons you did it. AJ says, sorry, Steve, I'm in parents over for Father's Day. Sister and brother-in-law are over. All right, no problem, AJ. I was going to wait for this, but definitely happy Father's Day to everybody. Everybody that's a father. I guess the mothers can have a happy Father's Day too. So, yeah. My son got me a... Oh, I don't have it. Don't have it with me. My wallet's back over there somewhere. My son got me a Cane's gift card for $20. So not quite an ice cream cake, but I do like me some Cane's. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see that $20 and not raise him. I'll just see that $20. I'm going to put $20 in his college account. And I'm not even going to talk. AJ wanted to know everybody that he was alive. We know you're alive, AJ. We got you. I appreciate you dropping by. You have a wonderful Father's Day, sir, and everybody else as well. Although I will see, hopefully, we'll see some of you tomorrow night, and I will discuss why in a few minutes. I would still do a parent, Sid says this, I would still do a parent or sibling over a significant other if you need to give someone access to your accounts. Yes, absolutely. Because according to somebody in the chat yesterday, I don't remember who, said family always is loyal. I don't remember who that was. Some troll. Or somebody not knowledgeable about things. It happens. It's all right. Ellie says to Matty Bags, some community college and universities have career counseling centers where you can take those, meaning the Myers-Briggs and an interest survey. So you can find out what you're interested in, what you want to do for a job or any art, just so you can know what you're interested in. So Ellie said they might be online now. She's old. We did paper. We did indeed. Did indeed. So I mentioned the foreclosure and eviction moratoriums are going to end at the end of the month, and I can't remember if that article that I read had the number in it, but 8 million households face foreclosure or eviction. So, like how fast that gets rolling, and whether that affects the housing market at all, whether those houses just join the craziness, or if that brings stuff down a little bit, maybe because there'll be more available. I don't know. Oh, some of you will be interested in this. Some of you may have firsthand knowledge of this. Power companies in Texas are remotely raising temperatures inside of some customers' homes amid the state's ongoing energy shortage. Houston resident Brandon English, whose home has an internet-connected smart thermostat installed, was shocked to learn of the practice after his wife and infant daughter woke up sweating. Speaking with some television station, English stated that despite it's K, I guess it's Houston, so KHOU 11, stated that despite his wife turning down the temperature before taking a nap with their 3-year-old child, the temperature in their home rose significantly. So that's the thing. So, and it's probably a deal where if you didn't opt out of that program, and you may not even be allowed to opt out, Who knows? But sometimes when they do that, you can opt out of contributing to the greater good energy-wise, and you can have that happen. I'm sure the Bitcoin miners in Texas don't have that. Ellie prefers her dumb home with no smart stuff. Yeah, well, that's probably a good idea. People are going to be turning your stuff down. So Sydney says it's pretty easy to opt out. Don't have a web thermostat. That's right. That's right. Oh yeah, he had said he has the Nest thermostat, just like we do at my computer store. I don't own it. I just work there. Alrighty. Speaking of seeing you tomorrow night, Saturday night, double streaming. That's right, double streaming. If you just can't get enough of me, I also uploaded another computer video today about the I didn't post it. Yeah, I need to upload it to YouTube. I uploaded it to the internet off of my phone, and now I need to get it over to YouTube. And so it puts a button on that laptop video that I was working on. Bad design on the power button on those. So I got that one, and of course this right now, and then tomorrow night, not one but two live streams at 7 p.m. Eastern time is board gaming with Steve and Glenn, and we will be playing Carcassonne, I think. That's how it's pronounced. Carcassonne, I believe. And so we're going to play that. I own that. He gave that to me one time. He found a copy at a thrift store and gave that game to me. And my son and I played it a few times, but I was looking at the board and I don't remember the rules. So he's going to reteach me that. And we're going to play that probably around 2 hours or so, maybe an hour and a half, and I'll take a little break. But then at 9 p.m. Eastern time, father-daughter video gaming returns. Bella's back from vacation, and she and I continue the full live playthrough of It Takes Two. The debut episode of Board Gaming with Steve and Glenn, where he teaches me his game Butterfly, and both these games are on BoardGameArena.com, which he recommends highly, which you have to sign up with them, but there's no charge. It's free. Anyway, the debut episode of Board Gaming with Steve and Glenn, and all 6 previous episodes of Father-Daughter Video Gaming, where we play It Takes Two, are on my channel in the board gaming and video gaming playlists, respectively. Board gaming has its own playlist now. Let me catch up with the thing. Sydney keeps it on 75, and Hub says it's almost too hot. Yes, Sid, I hear you. I normally do 77. My friends, I told my friend Stephen Glenn, speaking of Stephen Glenn, I told him the other day, I said, yeah, I have mine on, I think 77. And he said, ooh, we have ours on 64. I'm like, and know what? And he's sniffling and sneezing and stuff. I was like, maybe you got that air conditioner cold, dog. So, yeah. What up, Chris? And I forgot to write it. I forgot to write it in the intro. So I would be sure to mention Chris. Chris designed the lovely little $$M, where the S is a $, as well as being an S, and the CSM logo here in the YouTube chat, and also the watermark in the video, and also the YouTube banner image. So, and you can get him at Designed by Pittman on both Twitter and Facebook. I think that's right. Isn't that right, Chris? I don't think you answered me yesterday when I was trying to confirm it's right. But designed past tense by Pittman. And he's pretty busy with side hustles, but he will he might could help you out with the logo there, and looks very professional. There you go. There's his at Gmail, designedbypittman@gmail.com, and he's on Facebook and the Twitter as well under Designed by Pittman. Cool. And thank you so much for those, Chris. That's awesome. It's awesome. Looks much more professional. Gives me much more credibility. Queen Sheba is having steaks for dinner. Steaks for dinner tonight. Is there something special for Father's Day, Tina? Ellie says they don't have solar on the house. Something's through their electric provider. They are both solar and wind farms through their electric provider. Okay. Alrighty. My boss at the computer store is starting a solar company. Christopher Pittman also says logo and hoodies, shirts, polo, masks, jerseys. Awesome. The King of Sheba? Title only there, right? The King of Sheba is listening. I am so very honored. And the Prince of Sheba has heard of me as well. And he's an all-star, so that's pretty cool. An article headline, and that's all I read, said that Americans are heading back to gyms as interest in working out at home wanes. And I'm seeing more and more people, like at the grocery store and stuff, not wearing a mask. And so I think that's where that is that's heading to now, at least here in the Ohio. But no hadn't been any spikes anywhere in the United States, as far as I know, since they started relaxing the rules. Excuse me. Since they started relaxing the rules, and I'm certain if there was spiking, we would have heard it. It would have been all over the news, I think. Well, I'm sure he's in for a treat there, Tina. Alex says today she was the only person wearing a mask. Yeah, I just do it like when I go in Canes and stuff. The employees there still wear them. The employees at my part-time job, Menards, they still wear them. That's a big hardware store, kids, like Home Depot and Lowe's. Not in all areas. Big in the Midwest, though. Which, as I've said before, it's not really the middle west of the country. It's more like the middle east of the country, because it's not even halfway. So it's not really west. I mean, it's more west than New York City, though. So there you go. Let's see what we got. An Associated Press poll found that half of those polled, and you can take that how you want to take it, half of them that they polled fear that they will never recover from the stress caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. There was like other questions and stuff on it, but that was the one I found most interesting. Never recover from the stress caused by it. It seems like more people these days, and I guess especially younger people, it just seems like they're softer these days. And they don't mind telling you when they have a problem at all. At all, they don't mind telling you. And, I mean, if somebody accidentally bumps into him at work, it's a toxic workplace then, you know? So that was the Associated Press. Oh, who did they poll? They didn't say any of that stuff. They didn't give any demographics, I don't think. Yeah, Ellie says you can make statistics based on who you poll for your information. Yes, I did know that. And so, again, I would say that millennials and under is probably most of the people that they talk about. Sid says, quote, grumble, grumble, kids these days. And that would be a quote by me. Didn't exactly say that, but, you know. And anyway. I don't know. They just seem to exaggerate more these days. Nelly says, take stats is worth a pile of cow poo. I just found it interesting because, you know, I mean, you also would like hear him say if your car gets a scratch on it, they'll say, oh, my car got totaled. You know, so kind of exaggerating. And you see it also. I see it also a lot in the Ramsey show chat from the kids, over exaggerating things, making up percentages. Of course, that's not an age thing. A lot of people do that. Also, get off my lawn, Sid. All right, just get off my lawn. I don't have a lawn. This is an apartment. There is like a space about this big that has grass in it. That's right. Sid says totaled is up to the insurance company, not the driver. That's correct, because my car would have been totaled. Christopher Pittman asked me, other than the gaming working, do you have any plans for the weekend? Gaming, working, some sleeping. So definitely a wonderful, wonderful nap tomorrow. I'll probably get home, probably watch this week's episode of The Bad Batch, which is the Clone Wars sequel. For AJ, if he watches this later, that's Star Wars, not Lord of the Rings. There's only one return, AJ, and that would be of the Jedi. So, yeah, Bad Batch with my son tomorrow. Nice long nap. I think Canes, of course. Canes right after, as soon as I'm off. I get off at 9. I'm scheduled till 9 a.m. at the Menards, and they don't open until 10. So you know what I do? I just stay at the Menards and work longer and make more bags. And even some would say make enough to pay for the canes that I'm getting that day. So, and that's extra bags. It's good financial advice. Ellie asked Cindy, did she hear Dr. D's show today where he talked to his dad? That's interesting. But yeah, there'll be canes involved today and Sunday if they're open. Canes likes to close on me when I count on them to be open. No, Sydney. She asks Cindy. I didn't enunciate well. That's my bad. But that's okay. 80% of the people would make the same mistake. Work/ing 13 hours today. That would be what we call bags for Sid the Kid. And you can double that because you're working now, Sid. You're just not getting paid. It still counts as work, though. If you want to put it on a resume going forward, you certainly can. I'll give you my contact info in case they want to call me and verify. I will give you that information, ma'am. Oh, you already have my number. Let's see. Was that? Oh, that is all I have. But we're at 35 minutes, so that's better today. So the rest of the show is all you guys. In case people like to tune out when I throw it to the chat, I will give my plugs again. CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com if you'd like to ask me a question about anything. If you'd like to ask Kelly a question for when she will be on here talking about her visit to Ramsey Solutions and doing a debt-free stream. And last but not to be the least, a free financial coaching consult assessment. Again, email CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Also, if any of you people would be interested, I thought I had all 5 people lined up for my Ramsey Preferred homework, and I had 2 dropouts. So I do need 2 more people. So I know pretty much everybody in this chat knows just as much about Dave's stuff as I do and financial stuff, and you guys are all doing great with it. But if any of you would be interested at all, I could definitely use the help. I'm even going to ask on Facebook. Yeah, I need 2 more people to finish up that, and then I have 4 more group coaching calls, and the first one is on Monday morning, and then there'll be 3 more left, and then I will be done with the Ramsey Preferred coaching, and then they'll make up their minds whether they want to Ramsey Prefer me. Ella, yours is counting. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I keep updating it when you keep asking questions. Yeah, Maddie Bags, I do need another one, but with your situation, I probably wouldn't. There's no, I can find some other people, Maddie. I wouldn't. Maybe after you start seeing your new paychecks, that's not good enough, Sid. What you could do is you could assume from what you'll be making. So no, you don't need to be sorry you're full of questions. That's what I'm here to do. That's why I'm part of why I'm in the Ramsey chat. I love to see questions. So and as promised before with this homework, this is just like I would be charging anyway. So you'd be continue to do that. What is it that I have to review with them? With who, Chris? Are you talking about people that I do a consult with? Basically, their full financial situation, and then and talk about like what your goals are. If you're not like find out if you're on track towards your goals, and if not, make recommendations and so forth. Yeah, basically, I just have to coach them. Just like I would anybody else, but just have to coach them, and I have to take the notes and stuff like that in case they haven't that I've seen so far. They haven't like asked specifically, but you do enter it on the website, so maybe they're looking at it just to like see what you're asking and what you're talking about. It's not a full record of the sessions and stuff, but it's Sydney can't make assumptions till she knows that the benefits related deductions start from day 1 or day 30 or 90. Or we could just leave those out, Sid, and just pretend they didn't exist and work from there and then change it later. We could do that, Sid. I'm not trying to force you though. I would appreciate it, but if you don't want to do it until you know that, we still could later, but you of all people probably, you probably know everything I do, even though you didn't take any of the coaching stuff. But as far as like what to do, you probably know. So, yep. Yeah. No, I'm up for and this show. What are you? I'm going to answer any question that's in the chat, obviously. So that's what I'm here for. So, and I will be doing free ones anyway, all the time, probably. Not exclusively, but it just depends on the thing. Sydney doesn't need to do the consult, right? That's what I was saying. We know you don't. So you could help me, but like sooner the better if you want to help me, and we can just the numbers don't have to be what they actually will be in the future. You can just use the numbers from right now, and we can go from there. And if some of them are like dependent on benefits or income being raised, we can say, well, that's going to happen, and so then we can revisit that later if I still haven't finished all the calls and stuff. So then I can add to the session notes and such. So, or if you guys can think of anybody else, if you have any friends or family that you'd be comfortable with telling them about it. And of course, this offer goes to not only the consultation, but if they need further sessions, those would be free as well. So, but yeah, because I want to get this done, and I don't want to wait until my proximity principle expands enough to know more people to ask. But like I said, I am going to throw it open to the Facebook. I thought I would just throw it open here first. And again, thanks, Matty Bags, but I don't want to be a problem. You have plenty going on, and I don't want it to possibly be a problem. Well, you don't have to hit the like button. I mean, you can just lightly graze up against it, and that would still count. As long as it turns blue, no matter how lightly you touch it, it's fine. Also, the subscriptions are the big thing. I don't think I'll have a problem with hitting the 4,000 watch hours at the rate I'm doing content. I don't think that will be a problem at all. Doing that in a year, I think the problem will be 8,000 subscriptions. I'm at 52 right now, and I think maybe 53. I think I got one more today. So, but 53 is almost 200. Joy would say that. Hopefully we'll hear some news from her soon. And hope she and her husband will have a happy Father's Day. That's right. Tap the bell. Then did we decide whether it's on this? I have to go opposite, right? The notification bell is there, right? And the other things are right there. They're either right there or right there. Or right there or right there. She's had to take a little break, Chris. She's okay. She's all good. She's had to take a little break, and she doesn't want to. What? I thought when you go to your YouTube page, the notification bell is up there. But yeah, on an individual video, it is down there. Right. So there you go. Christopher Pittman says somewhere on the screen, you'll find it. If you figured out how to watch YouTube, you can probably see well enough to see the like, the subscribe, and the bell. All righty. Happy Father's Day, Joy. If you're even if you're not watching, still happy Father's Day to you and your husband. Let's see what else I got. Oh, I was in the middle of doing my plugs. Yeah, and I gave the one for financial coach consultations, assessments, and then I remembered, I need some more for my Ramsey preferred homework. And so, yes, I would like to get that done. So that way it's done, and also then I'm done with the time it takes to do the stuff required for that. And then I'll feel like I have more time. Yes. Instagram and Twitter. I absolutely promise. I'm going to put stuff on Twitter and Instagram tomorrow because of the double live streams. So I promise you will see Instagram and Twitter stuff for me. Add me on there, please. But if you can only do one thing for me, that would be the subscription would be the most needed thing, other than if you want me to coach you. And the coaching could be like the one with Sid will probably be, okay, well, this, and this. All right, you're doing everything all right. Talk to you next time. Double header tomorrow night. That's right, CP. And CP will be there eventually, right? Maybe you can get the games don't take so long, I think, so we'll probably be able to play multiple times. So maybe you can get on. Maybe you can get in on one of those. The Queen of Sheba has to go. She will see us tomorrow. She is a big fan of father-daughter gaming. Big fan of it. Thank you for your support, my queen. I would bend the knee, but I'm sitting down. All right, Chris. All right, if you make, like I said, we'll probably go to maybe 10 minutes to 9 or so. I probably will want to take a little break, and then I have to set up things differently for the video gaming stream. So probably 10 till 9 is probably when we'll call it on that one. So Christopher Pittman says he likes both, so he'll watch for sure at some point, even if he can't do it live. Thank you so much. I appreciate that kind of support. That is a real friend. Thank you so much. If you want to donate to the channel to make it better, that would be paypal.me/Coach Steve Money, or just log into your PayPal account with your username. You type it in, and then you tab or click down on the password thing, unless it some of them automatically switch, and focus on the password box, and then you type in your password. And then you click on send money, and then you would put in, I think, the amount first or the email address first. CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com is the one you want to put in, and then you can put in the amount. Any would be appreciated. Hub said he would stream with you if you want some more content. To do what? Said anything in particular? And was that everything? Yeah, and so tomorrow night is video gaming. Nope. Board gaming with Stephen Glenn playing Carcassonne at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then father-daughter video gaming playing It Takes Two with my daughter Bella. And that is at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Chris. All right, we'll definitely do that. I know Steve would be up for that. Probably not this Sunday because his wife is leaving Monday for a week, but that frees him up. So we may do multiple things, and especially the often talked about but not done yet. Stephen and Steve explain American football. Actually, I'm first in that one. Steve and Stephen explain American football. And I'll be doing that using the Madden football game. All right. Anybody in the chat got anything else they want to address? I mean, the PH and the V, that would be an interesting name for it. That would be an interesting name. He plays almost any free game on PS4. Oh, okay. I haven't done that yet. That takes you have to stream PS4. You either have to have a video capture card, which I do not have, or you have to set up the thing that it takes it from the PS4 and also broadcasts it to your PC, and then from your PC you can stream it on the internet. Well, or the way I would want to do it, it does that. You can just stream it, I think, within the PS4 software, but that's quite limiting, I believe. I haven't really looked into it yet. Been too busy with all my other stuff. So, but I will definitely be using the PS4 because I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of my favorite game that I've played twice so far, and watched one of the face models for the characters. I watched her play the full game through, and yeah, it's my favorite game. It's called The Last of Us 2. He started streaming on Twitch. Oh yeah, what games? Oh, the just whatever he's playing on the PS4. Cool. You too, Ellie. So yeah, so that's all my plugs, and I'll probably just keep rolling here for 10 minutes as long as people keep talking in the chat. Conan Exiles and Destiny 2 so far. Cool. Yeah, streaming is great if you like attention. Sometimes you get too much attention, but streaming is pretty good, and almost all of it is stuff I'm doing anyway. So I don't care if other people say it. And if it's something they like, well, more power to them. Watching video games, not a big thing to me, but it was interesting seeing the face model of one of the characters play the game that she was in. So now I'm just watching the chat. A little water. Going to get Vegas throat, especially with 2 live streams coming up tomorrow. Yeah, Chris, that's been happening more and more. Which is fine by me. Maybe they found somebody that's paying them more attention or something, which is fine by me. Just going through my notes, making sure I got everything. Like I said, at this point, it's probably over. I'm just waiting. Sometimes they aren't done chatting when I'm ready to end it. So I think as long as I don't have anything else to do, I think I will go like to the end of the hour at least, and let my friends keep chatting. Let's see. Fox Business stocks rocked by rate hike fears. As I said earlier, a different article. See if it has any other insight. Doesn't appear to. In the big stocks, it was I did want to. Apple, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, even upcoming Prime Day for Amazon, and Facebook were all down. Tesla was up though. I think all the Reddit stuff was down. AMC was down even. GameStop down. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Yeah, you know how, what was it? The the buzzword for the week was transitory. That's what they were saying about the inflation being transitory. Now the Fed is being hawkish is how they're describing it, and it was in one article, and now everybody says it in all their articles. Article says high hopes for Johnson & Johnson's COVID vaccine have fizzled in the U.S. and that's the one I got. Yes. They apparently have a bunch of them, and they are expiring. So, what a waste in buying them. Anything else? Pull up the chat again. He says y'all need to play Risk of Rain. Is that a what kind of game is that? Is that video or board? Is it on Board Game Arena? Or is it a PS4 exclusive? Because we definitely can't do that. Because no, she does have a PS4. Pen, found one. Paper, found one. Risk of Rain, I'll write that down. I will take Bad Stock Mutual Fund took a bath today. Cindy Bear says I will check mine just for fun. She probably won't be that fun. But the fun part will be, since it's down, I'm getting a lower price than at the high. And as we know, it always comes back and it always goes to new highs. So it's on sale. Yep. Average for me was 0.86% down today. My mid cap fund was the most down at 2%. The least down was the aforementioned Fidelity Blue Chip Growth Fund. That was the least down. Alrighty, but I made more yesterday than I lost today, so that's always good. Still at over I think it said 54% rate of return. That includes your Pandy bonus though. Similar to third person shooter. All right, I'll look at a video on it. Is it on the PS4? Sid? Yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned it, Sid. You're right. Shouldn't have mentioned it. Oh, I blocked Bible though, so I won't see him if he comes in here. Okay, yeah, I don't have that one. I'll have to buy that one unless they make it the free game next month. That would be fine because this past month the free games were 2 games that we already had. If you do the PS Plus, that allows you to play online games, and also they give you 2 free games a month. And it's hit or miss normally, but But my son has gotten some games that he's loved and played a lot of. And then he wants the sequel, so they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing by giving away the free stuff. They're not losing money on the deal. He did say it's a very cheap game. It goes on sale occasionally. All right. Okay. I'll look at a video of it. Well, I will definitely check that out. PS4. And that was your what? Bad stock mutual fund. Dave didn't say bad non-growth mutual funds. He says good growth stock mutual funds. Definitely not single stock. Chris says PS4 but never has time to play, so doesn't get anything for it anymore. Sure. I do understand that. Sometimes you don't have time to play. That's why I eventually quit World of Warcraft, because I went down to having like only a few hours a week to play it, and it was $15 a month. You gotta get something for your $15. So that's why I was able to finally stop. Grow stick funds approved, said. But which one specifically was that, Cindy? Yeah, I mean, but which sector was that? Small, mid, large, cap, or international that did that? Chris says he's busy doing his work and side gigs, the logo and clothing, and now his trailer thing. He bought trailers and he's renting them. Making bags over there. Don't need the notes anymore. International. Okay. Yeah. I just said was my international no, it wasn't. My international was about in the middle of losing. It wasn't the most, wasn't the least. So, yeah. Yep, I'm sure there's better ones. Just gotta look. Christopher Pittman wants to retire someday, planning for the future, and that's why he is working a lot and making bags, as am myself and a lot of people in this chat and in the Ramsey chat. So it's a good place to go. If you have the time to go in the Ramsey chat during the day, even before the video starts, the chat is up for a long time. If you have time to go in there and you can't talk to, you're doing Dave Ramsey stuff, you're doing the baby steps, and you can't talk to anybody, can't talk to your friends about it because they just what's it called when they placate you, when they patronize you. If they patronize you, or if they don't support you, like in ways where they would just like say, but you're always going to have a payment. So yes, staying focused together, that's what we're all doing in there. Absolutely. So definitely come in there if you need motivation, if you have any questions. The mod sometimes answers too, but most of us in there can give you a Dave answer to any questions you have. So definitely you can call in and get it from the horse's mouth. Not saying Dave is a horse. He's a man. But yeah. So, alrighty. That's an hour and 5 minutes almost. So, you know what I should have done a long time ago? I should say the catchphrase both when I'm out of stuff to talk about and throwing it open to the chat and at the end. But today I'll just be saying it at the end. It is Risk of Rain 2, by the way. Important to know. Speaking of important, what was I talking about? My catchphrase is make smart financial decisions. And I'll just wait for her to type it this time. Good night, Chris. Hopefully see you too, sir. If you don't show up, I know it won't be for lack of trying. And I appreciate it, and I know you'll watch it at some point. I appreciate it. So if I remember and think about it, I'll give you a shout out whether you're there or not. My thread. Hanging by a thread. Okay. So Sydney might be busy working. She didn't hear me say, okay, I'll get that later. Oh, that's Hubs on her. Oh, okay. Cool. Did you subscribe on your alt account there, Sid? Did you subscribe to my channel? And you know how to get in touch with me, Sid. Let me know if you want to be coached by me. See you, Cindy. Have a wonderful weekend. Once more, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Questions, free financial coach consultation assessment, PayPal donations, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. That is CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Sid, how did you know? All right, of course she did. Thank you, Sid. Appreciate it. And yeah, you know how to contact me if you want to help me out with that. And if you don't, I understand that too. That's fine. If you'd rather wait, whatever. All righty. Say it again. Make smart financial decisions every day. And the next Ramsey Show Aftershow show is 6 p.m. ish on Monday evening Eastern time, when the Ramsey Show video ends. It will be approximately 6 p.m. Eastern time. And tomorrow, busy tomorrow, 2 streams tomorrow, 7 p.m. board gaming with Stephen Glenn. We're playing Carcassonne and video game, father-daughter video gaming with my daughter Bella. And we are doing that at 9 p.m. And we are playing It Takes Two, continuing playthrough, the previous board game episode and all 6 previous episodes of father-daughter gaming, playing just one game. It's a lot longer game than we thought it was going to be. Is also on my YouTube channel in their respective, I think, playlist. Thanks so much. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there and all the mothers. You know, and all the children too. Great tile placement game, Carcassonne. Christopher Pittman says, yes. I remember playing it and it seemed fun, but I'm gonna have him explain it to me anyway because it's so awesome when he talks down to me and he plays the board game snob role. So we have a good dynamic doing that. Thank you, Chris. Happy Father's Day to you too, sir. Alrighty. Goodbye.